Hello everyone, welcome to Educative Newsroom where we watch and share very educative things. We are coming to look at the funny reactions from the three major teacher unions after the NTC released its press release that it was going to deduct teachers 150 Ghana cedis every year. That's a total of 450 for the 3 years for just points. 150 Ghana cedis a year for 6 points, that's 25 Ghana cedis for 1 point. Now, what are the reactions of the teacher unions after this? Let's look at, first of all, go back to the promotion result that was released. The reaction that came before the release of the promotion result, and we compare with the recent reaction to the the NTC releasing its communique. Now, about 4 days to the release of the promotion results, I think on Monday or Tuesday, the three teacher unions, they released a press statement threatening the Ghana, not threatening, but giving a hint of their anger to the Ghana Education Service to release the promotion result as early as possible before 25th August. 4 days later, Ghana Education Service released the results. Now, this is the twist. In the press release given out by the three teacher unions, they indicated that according to the agreement before the promotion the promotion exam was conducted, they agreed that the two badges were going to be combined, result release, and those who will not be able to make it, those who will not be able to pass, should be able to write the remedial exam before the end of the year. And that they are giving the Ghana Education Service the ultimatum to release the results as early as possible before 25th August, and the remedial exam written before December or before January next year. Now, the tone of the message or that communique, when you match it with the final release of the result by the Ghana Education Service, we stated at the bottom that the promotion portal will not be open for the rest of this year. And this was a communique that came 4 days after the three teacher unions give out their press release. So let's marry the two. Can we say that 4 days before a result was released, the three teacher unions never had any idea about the nature of the results and whether the remedial people will write their exams or not? Our belief, our intuition is that the three teacher unions are very much aware that the portal will not be accessible this year. And in order to clear themselves ahead of the Ghana Education Service, or in order not to be seen to be fighting a lost cause after the results are released with that particular statement, they decide to come out first to make it as if they actually want the results, the remedial exams to be written before December. Even if they mean it, it is now time for them to show us that they actually care about those teachers who were not able to make it. Now, let's come back to this particular press release by the National Teaching Council that they were going to do this decision. They indicated in the letter that this decision was taken in conjunction with the Ghana Education Service and then the teacher unions, especially NAT, NAGRAT, CCT. On the very day that this particular press release was given out, instead of the teacher unions coming out to clear themselves, to give out their side of the story, they rather gave out an unrelated press release on the same day, after teachers were up in arms. Now, what did they say? They came out with a press release stating that they were requesting for allowance for remote areas, other allowances that were negotiated but not given to them, and whatever. Those press releases actually had three major items that was actually giving an indication that they were actually fighting for teachers. They were talking about the bargaining agreements, how they wanted to improve, and the rest. So in this case, within a twinkle of hours, the anger among the teachers were quenched. because their press release came about 1 or 2 hours after the NTC press release came out. And teachers now jump onto that particular press release that projects the teacher unions as fighting for the teacher to discuss it, and forgetting that in this particular press release by the NTC, the 3 teacher unions especially were actually endorsed the agreement that this deduction by the NTC and the point building system should go ahead. But prior to that, maybe the indication, the thinking of teachers is that probably the union leaders were against this particular. They were not against, but they were in a way trying to fight for a better deal for them than this. Kindly subscribe, because from now onwards we will be marrying press releases of teacher unions just before major releases from the employer or any other side organization, or the press releases by the teacher unions after GES or other side organizations release theirs. So this is just the first episode. Subscribe and follow us on YouTube. Have a good time.